wonya na mo cho na pono wo yamika na ba ya ko so wonya beta ma wo so goli sa wo ko no se ba che no.
Hello.
Pick up your shoe before you get struck by the thunders.
Sorry.
You are in the house of Mawu Patopa Osogolisa. There is no fear. So my son, what can I do for you today in my shrine?
Many little islands know plenty. I want for them to be arrested. I want for them to go to jail. I want for them to be deported. I want for plenty of bad things to happen to them. I want to hear bad news when they want to get out in the morning. Yeah. Yeah. Keep up on the beat. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
T12 on the beat.
If you want hear my bad news, you and I, yeah, oh. Yeah, oh, yeah. If you want hear my bad news, you and I, yeah, oh. Yeah, oh, mama. God forbid, baba thing. God forbid, baba thing. God forbid, baba thing, yeah. Baba thing, yeah. God forbid, baba thing. God forbid, baba thing. God forbid, baba thing, yeah. If you don't want to see me, you must close your eyes. Ready the best. If you don't want to see me, you must close your eyes. Boss, oh mama, enemies of progress. They don't want to see you shine. See you shine, mama. Enemies of progress. They don't want to see you prosper. Prosper, yeah. They want to see you die. Then I want to see you shine. They want to see you cry. Then I want to see you smiling. So negativity. No more positivity. Every day I do it. We try I do it. Yeah. So negativity. No more positivity. Every day I do it. We try I do it. Yeah. If you want hear my bad news, you and I, yeah, oh. Yeah, oh, yeah. If you want hear my bad news, you and I, yeah, oh. Yeah, oh, mama. God forbid, baba thing. God forbid, baba thing. God forbid, baba thing, yeah. Baba thing, yeah. God forbid, baba thing. God forbid, baba thing. God forbid, baba thing, yeah. Baba thing, yeah. If you don't want to see me, you must close your eyes. Ready the best. If you don't want to see me, yeah, you must close your eyes. Boss, oh mama,
be a bombe, you can't pass my eyes, hey. Enemy of progress, you can't see me, oh. I'm waiting from you. I Gucci, Prada. Enemy, they want scatter man, dada. What am I carrying? They fella. I look at them and swallow me. Any mess all around me, I can't see them all. Yeah, yeah.
You won't hear say I'm suffering. You won't hear say I'm crying. You won't hear say I'm dying. You and I, yeah. God forbid. You won't hear say I'm broke. You won't hear say I break down. God forbid, baba thing. God forbid, baba thing. God forbid, baba thing, yeah. Baba thing, yeah. God forbid, baba thing. God forbid, baba thing. God forbid, baba thing, yeah. Now hey, you waiting for. Now my bad news you waiting for, yeah. If you want hear my bad news, you and I, yeah, oh. Yeah, oh, yeah. If you want hear my bad news, you and I, yeah, oh. Yeah, oh, mama. God forbid, baba thing. God forbid, baba thing. God forbid, baba thing, yeah. Baba thing, yeah. If you don't want to see me, you must close your eyes. Ready the best. If you don't want to see me, close your eyes. Boss say, oh mama, come for babe, baba thing. Come for babe, baba thing. Come for babe, baba thing, yeah. Baba thing, yeah.
Very cute, Jody Franco, Grace Kuna, two super brother. DJ Eddie, D12. They can make it up, they can try it, yeah.
Mario, I want you to understand.
You don't have. I don't want to understand. Leave. Leave my house. And don't ever come back here. Ruben, how could you do this to me? Huh? You mean all this time we've been together? All this time? And you didn't tell me you was married? We had gotten a call saying that your friend is missing?
Yes.
And when was this that she had called you?
I spoke to her last Tuesday,
At what time?
7 p.m.
Did you know where she was when she had called you? Like, what was going on in the background? Did you hear anything?
She spoke to her, she was trying to tell me someone was chasing her, but she didn't actually say.
D12 on the beat.
All I do was win, 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 win. All I do was win, 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 win. Born to win. I say I was born to win. Born to win. I say I was born to win. All I do was win, 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 win. All I do was win, 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 win. I say I jump over you. Now how you did by me, I jump over you. I say I jump over you. Now how you did by me, I jump over you. They will see it. I say they will, yeah. So you forced to let me. You not let me say you forced to let me. You forced to let me. You not let me say you forced to let me. Jehovah bless you, no man can curse you. When Jehovah bless you, no man can curse you. When I can go here with eat you. And when I feed in here with hurt. Oh, yeah. When I need to hear with you. Yes, sir. All I do was win, 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 win. All I do was win, 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 win. Born to win. I say I was born to win. Born to win. I say you was born to win, yeah. All I do was win, 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 win. All I do was win, 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 win.
D12 on the beat.
Network here in the US of A. There are complex problems for Donald Trump here in the US of A. The Democratic House of Representatives tried to impeach Donald Trump. The cry is growing every day, ladies and gentlemen. Trump talked to Russian President Putin today. He did not discuss the meddling of Russia into the United States election. So, Democrat are upset. Nancy Pelosi, my Speaker of the House of Representatives, was not pleased with the Attorney General, William Barr. These and many more, ladies and gentlemen, and of course the demonstration in the Republic of Liberia as it relates to Henry Costa and other people hosting it. Joe? Yeah.
Mr. Cannibal.
Well, Cannibal is doing well, sir.
They're having a whole lot going on. We had a couple of programs we had to do, and we had to go to Bristol.
Right.
At the, what do you call the hall?
Jardine.
That's a beautiful hall.
Right.
Nice, beautiful. The funny thing about it, if you pay for us to go in there to the program, we can't drink.
Right.
We can't drink liquor.
They have liquor, they have food and everything.
And they say, gentlemen, say, yeah, listen, anything you want is on us. You drink everything. Drink anything you want to drink. Eat anything you want to eat. How much can we eat? We just eat a little bit. And it was nice.
Right.
Especially the one that really touched me. What touched me was the lady that came from Liberia.
Yeah, the lady with the foundation.
I got her name. I forgot the name, but I got the card. Who have
her last name Mayor.
Mayor.
Mayor. I think she related to one of the Mayor family from Liberia.
Yeah, Mayor.
Yeah.
So the thing that really struck me was when she was talking about kids in Liberia, people in Liberia who are sick.
Yes.
Who got mentally challenged, or disability.
Right.
And you find out that people don't really care. People think they eat witch.
Right.
Yeah, the child got Down syndrome or something. They say, oh,
yeah, they say the person eat witch. That person that's no witchcraft. One guy there.
She got a foundation, and she really doing extremely well. She showed a little clip. The clip is going to be sent to us.
Right.
I spoke to her, so we can play it on here. And I mean, it's up to the Liberians, wherever you are in the diaspora. She's looking for help, and people should make the contribution. She got they're making a little I call the thing, the little thing they make. The map of Africa.
Yeah, the map of Africa and some other things. I think the children in Liberia make those things and give it to her so she come and sell it so she can raise funds.
Yeah, so we're going to do a commercial for that and we're going to put it on there. And
right.
If you're watching, these are the kind of things we want you to do on the Liberian Radio and Television Network. We want to promote the kind of things so people can buy them. She said $10, I think.
Right, $10 a piece.
Yeah, buy the $10, whatever you got. We'll have
what it costs.
What it costs.
Yeah.
And Aliyah will be able to, she'll be able to use that for them. She'll be able to use that for them. And we're asking everybody, to follow. Another thing is we have Henry Peabody.
Right.
Who's going to be coming in the studio tomorrow.
Right.
Grace and help her God.
Yeah.
Henry's going to be here. He's going to tell a little bit about the work he's doing in Liberia.
Right.
And we want everybody to keep watching.
Right.
And so he can tell us some of the good work he's doing in Liberia. And I told him he's come. He got some pictures, some videos. He's going to show us some of the work he's been doing and things that we should respect,
Right.
So that's another thing. And today the weather is a little bit chilly, but it's beautiful.
Right.
I took the kids out today for no ice cream. Of course, it was a little bit chilly, but it was nice. Had a lot of people out there.
At least they have fun.
Yeah, they have fun. People out there. Today's Friday. And today's Friday. I know people sleeping in Liberia.
Well, no, I would disagree. On Friday, people are still out
in Liberia,
and about in Liberia, having fun. But, you never know because a lot of people say, they're scared to be outside nowadays in Liberia.
That's what I heard. That's what we heard.
But, let's look at our Born Miners Association is having a program coming up soon.
Yeah.
I will be traveling. We'll be traveling to, because you will be with me, we'll be traveling to Maryland. Silver Spring, I believe Silver Spring. The president called me and said, you know, you guys are doing extremely well in the community, Lrtn.
Yes.
We've been watching the show, and you know, we're very impressed. So you guys come and cover the Bond Miner Association show. You know, like the program they're going to be having with 3 days program.
Yeah.
So we'll be in Maryland for those 3 days. So those of you who are from Beaumont living here in the US of A, if you are under my voice tonight, the convention is coming up. Those in Minnesota, those of you who are in Philly like us, you know, we'll make our way to Maryland to attend the Beaumont Association programming. And I talked to Benedict, Benedict, who is the president, and he was very glad to see us. You know, he watched the show.
Yeah.
He watched the show a lot. He told me that I should extend my greeting to you because you know we are doing a great job in the community.
Yeah, and we want to say thanks to all the contributors, those that are helping us, because
Right.
we keep getting a lot of prop, and people keep telling us we're doing good work. Some people see me, oh yeah, this is the guy that usually come on.
Right.
And very soon I'm gonna be here, but we got a couple of guys that
New
just
faces,
joined.
right?
Yeah, new faces that just joined the team, and
Nathaniel Heron
and we got Tommy Harris, who's going to be as the technical man, one of the technical guys.
right.
And we also got a couple of guys that are going to be coming up. So, if you're watching, you probably will see me, but not.
But
I'm trying to see if I can come. I'm going to come on.
You know,
I'm going to come on now. I'm going to be doing.
Joe got a new show coming up.
Yeah,
so,
I'm going to be doing probably the morning show, but mostly I'm going to come now with the foundation. We got a team member who is flying in on Tuesday. Charles is coming from South Carolina.
Right.
He's going to be here on Tuesday. So he's coming. We got some work to do. He's on his way to Liberia.
Yeah.
I keep telling you, we're going to Liberia. This guy is going to set up the office.
Right.
And to get the team rolling in Liberia. So maybe on Tuesday night,
right,
you must see Charles in the studio.
Yeah, Charles probably will be here.
He's going to be here for 1 week.
Yeah.
So he will be in the studio. So you'll see Charles here and we'll be discussing some.
Some issues.
We want to recognize some of the people on here. We got Erica, Josephine, we got Winston, Emmanuel. That's
Winston who?
Isa, I still got your thing.
Yeah, Isa is my man.
You're watching.
Isa,
okay, we got Smith is on here. And everybody keep coming on.
Winston who? Winston Williams?
Winston, no, Koba.
Oh, okay.
I think Koba.
And who is the Erica? What is the last name?
We got our man, the biggest sedition in the northeast is Kweku. Augustine Kweku. Yeah, he said all come to Liberia for June 7th.
Yeah.
All of you go to Liberia for June 7th.
June 7th. So listen, let's go directly into some of the discussion as it relates to the demonstration.
The protest that's coming
today. There were market women, or I don't know, they were market women or women in Liberia.
Yeah.
That went to one of the television studios.
Freedom FM.
To talk about the upcoming demonstration hosted by Costa and the rest of the crew, right?
Yeah.
Costa.
Yeah. Most of the women were saying what they came in studio and they were saying was they against the protest.
Okay.
They don't think that is necessary. You know what I don't understand. I don't know where the people coming from with the Congo and the country thing.
Yeah.
And they bringing that into the play where they feel that the Congo people want to take the country people off, and that's the issue. So, you know, they came in and they're saying that, oh, we put our own son there and this and that, and we don't want the people to go. The thing is, there's a lot of economic challenges.
When I will talk about the country and Congo stuff.
Most of the Liberians,
anybody in the government?
That's most people that
specifically that talk about the country.
Some of the government officials feel too that country people turn.
Yeah.
Congo people were there.
But the thing is, one of the things I want to ask you, who were Doe? Samuel Doe. For 10 years, Doe was in office. He was a countryman.
Yeah.
And sitting in this chair is me. I'm a countryman.
Why people don't understand?
I'm a countryman, but that doesn't negate the fact that I'm less than a person in Liberia. And if I'm qualified for a position, why they can't give it to me? Because I'm a countryman. Is that the reason why I shouldn't run for public office? If I wanted to run for public office, because I'm a countryman. But the thing there is this. I think, to me, Liberian people just got divisive behavior.
Yeah, it's
You know, Congo country, this and that, and the rest of it. To me, if you call yourself a Congo man and you qualify for a position in Liberia, you should get the position. If you're a countryman, you call yourself a countryman and you qualify for a position in Liberia, you should get a position.
So then you're Liberia.
We shouldn't, yes, as long as Liberia first.
Yeah, so then
Let it be Liberia first. Let us look at the fact that we are Liberian first before country and Congo. Listen, let me ask you, Joe.
Yeah.
Did you see any Congo person that came on slave ship in Liberia?
No.
From 1847 to 19,
Most of
some of
the
those people still living?
No, man.
If you were born
Most
in
of the people
Liberia,
that claim the Congo people said they all stay
but
with people.
look at the place we live in America, right?
Yeah.
President Trump said, "Oh, you know, I was in, I'm a GMO and this and that and the rest of it." But yeah, he crying about the fact that he's an American and he want to protect the border. He want to do this. He want to do that. It's the same thing Liberian people keep doing. We keep making mistake, calling ourselves names and this and that and the rest of it, country, Congo and this and that. You know, just for us to be divisive. You know, oh, they made a Mandingo man. Oh, that man buy the eat water too because he Mandingo man. You know, all the divisive. Oh, they made a bastard man. Oh, they put a soul land for small fee.
Yeah, for small fee.
You see, all the divisive behavior. We need to do away with divisive behavior, and I think we need to actually focus or show on this thing.
Yeah.
So that we can educate our Liberian brothers and sisters that we are one people. We are fingers of one hand.
Fingers of one hand, like you always say.
Right.
So that's one of the issues, and I don't understand why people associating with the protests with war. They're going to fight war. People are going to get high.
I think the people.
I don't think people are ready for
Joe,
that. Yeah.
One of the things I always told you, we need to educate our people. That's why the platform is here. We need to educate the people. Sometimes we need to have what they call a teachable moment. The reason why I say this is because, number one, the war didn't just start in Liberia. And in fact, the war that lasted for almost 30 years in our country, Prince, people died for this day to come. So that we can't have a dictator in office.
Yeah.
Dictatorship have no place in society. Dictatorship have no place in Liberia. You understand? We need a democratically elected government that will be able to run the country. After your term is over, you leave. Another president come in. You know, anything to erode the democratic process in the country will be wrong. It will be a problem. You understand? We have to keep the light of democracy burning in Liberia. This thing here is the fact. You know, one of the things I gotta look at is, to tell you is the fact that as long as you're a Liberian, your citizenship is not less than Joe Weah.
Yeah.
Neither Joe Weah citizenship is less than your citizenship. We all have the same citizenship before God as Liberian.
Yeah, Liberian.
Okay? George Weah was a football player. He decided to run to be president, and he's a president for the Republic of Liberia. We give him that respect.
Of course.
For the office.
Whether you like it or not.
Whether you like it or not. But the thing is, that shouldn't stop us from criticizing him if the criticism is a constructive criticism, Joe. I'm one of those people who believe in that. You see, because my whole life have been democratic from the time I was born, because I grew up in Beaumont. How old was I? I came to Monrovia, I went to school, I attended Hill, and then I left and came to the United States. And I've been here ever since. I basically spent most of my life here in the United States. So it's you were born in Liberia. You didn't spend much time there. You spent more time in Ghana than you spent in Liberia.
Yeah, we spent.
But look at Ghana flourishing now.
Yeah.
Because they have the democratic reform that have taken root in Ghana. And look, if I was fortunate to hold position in Liberia, one of the things that we have to look at is Liberia first. One of the systems that I love in Ghana is the system that allow the citizen first. You know, like for instance, if you went to Ghana to go open business, right?
You don't do that. It's they don't just allow you to walk to Ghana, go open business. You gotta go through process.
Thank you. You gotta go through the process, and that's how Liberia. That's how Liberia is supposed to be.
Okay, so let's go to what we're hearing is we're hearing that the protest was going to be on June 7th.
Right.
And CDC are coming out on June 8th.
Right.
They're trying to come up with something out.
That's what I
still
heard.
got to check on that and be sure about that. They want to come up on June 8th.
Yeah.
for, I think, something is coming up, but we got to find out.
Right.
And we'll get the actual reason why they're coming up.
The actual info.
Yeah, but let's go back to the process. So, welcome to, welcome on, Joseph, welcome on. And we have Kamara, welcome. We got Lawrence, welcome. And just keep coming up. I'm going to recognize you. Thank you for watching. Share the video. I think the number is going up. We're going to keep sharing the video and letting people know. And this network have a whole lot of good things coming up for you.
Right. You know, one of the things I wanted to tell you, Joe.
Yeah.
Sometimes when you're doing something in a community where people overlook you or people criticize you and this and that and the rest of it, when we started the network, let's go back, let's retrospect a little bit. When we started the network, people used to laugh at, oh, Papa is son. You know, Papa is son. Papa is son. This network is a dream that we have dreamed ever since.
It's coming to fruition.
It's coming to fruition. Now, the network is stopping here. The network is about to expand to Liberia. We are about to blow up in Liberia. We have people, we put people to work. We not hire 7,000 people, but we hire a good number of people.
I pray that we'll be able to hire 7,000 people.
Well, if we hire 7,000,
that would be great.
Yeah, if we hire 7,000 people, that would be nice.
Yeah, we'll have some other people.
But the thing is, one of the things I wanted to talk about is the fact that we were able to play a major role in the election of some of the guys, Liberian here in the United States, as it relates to people who ran for public office during the midterm election.
Yeah.
Our man Cecil did not win, but what's the guy named Winfred Russell? Yeah. Winfred Russell won. Yeah. In Minnesota as a councilman.
Yeah.
And
So now let's go back to the protest.
Right.
People want to come out to protest.
Right.
And the Justice Minister is asking for article of incorporation. He want to have, according to what I heard, the letterhead that is sent said that there was some organization and he wanted to get some proof and get information from them for the protest.
Right.
So he's waiting for that letter, and Henry Costa was on Facebook the other day talking about it.
Right.
And Costa said they're going to protest. They don't care. That's the fundamental right.
It is.
They're going to go out to protest.
It is.
They don't need no
it is.
article of incorporation. And Costa was right because CDC protested and during early time.
Yeah.
Nobody bothered them.
Right.
But one thing I want people to understand that people feel that it's going to be war.
Right.
When people come out to protest,
there is no more war in Liberia.
I don't think anybody wants to fight war in
no
Liberia.
war.
I think it's okay for them to come out. Because you see, my thing is this. Coming up to protest, it's not a bad thing. Sometimes government get relaxed.
Right.
People get reluctant.
Right.
And people feel all is well.
Right.
Everything is fine because so long as they get a job and they're working,
right,
everything is fine.
Right.
But sometimes when the people show up and people feel what the people feeling and see the people coming out and complaining, it put everybody in a different mood.
You see,
it make everybody know that, listen, we're doing something here that is not right.
Right.
I think we need to check ourselves.
Right.
Because that spot, we got hardship in Liberia right now.
Right.
Whether you're going to have Cummings, you're going to have Uri, whoever are going to win the election, we're still going to go over to the difficulties because there are a lot of challenges. The main thing I get angry about this Abednego administration, why I get so angry and upset with them, why they didn't audit these guys who they claim are corrupt, all the mess that they created. They just dive directly into the trouble. There are a lot of things, I feel that a lot of things they were going to catch, and people will be informed to know that certain things are going on. You cannot somebody can come and give you a house to rent. You go rent a house.
Yeah.
They take you in a place. They say, "My man, you won't go there to go check." You say, "No, just give me the key."
Yeah.
They give the key to you, move in right away.
Right.
When somebody get pregnant, you're the one responsible.
Not even that. If you meet a dead body there, who's responsible after they give you the key?
That's you.
And you live in there for a few days.
So you want to? It's not necessarily you're going to put people to a book or you're going to jail people, but you want to know what we're starting from,
right,
and what we're heading to.
Yes.
So if they were going to come in and they were going to start checking these things and say, "Listen, we're taking over, but we got West Ham ahead of us, ahead of us.
Right. So
we want everybody to fasten their seatbelt. People will be criticizing, they will talk, but they will know that,
right,
you know, it's not easy.
You see, one of the things I want to say to you here tonight, I blame people like Wisin Tapete. You understand? Because if you look at Wisin Tapete, the reason why I blame Wisin Tapete,
Yeah.
I will tell you.
Yeah.
Wisin Tapete is an older man, number one. We are older than Joy we are.
Yeah. Maybe that why he not.
Listen to me.
Because when you older,
Listen,
you know, brother say you old, you get
no, that is out of line.
Okay.
If you look at people like Wisin Tapete,
Okay.
you look at somebody like Imaya Shaw.
Yeah.
These guys got vast experience in government.
Yeah.
And Imaya Shaw is not only a government official, but Imaya Shaw is an economist.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even if he is a businessman, let's forget about economy and this and that and the rest of it. And you got some guys that are very sound in the weird government. But you see, some people can say, oh, my man, the man smart, the man smart, the man smart. You can be smart, but my man, you can't be smart in all areas.
Yeah.
They made a mistake by not auditing Ellen Johnson Sirleaf government.
Yeah.
Because George Weah, Ellen Johnson Sirleaf is a very clever person. I don't buy into the Congo and country thing. But what I do know is the fact that you got bad leaders and you got good leaders. Okay? In Liberia. The thing there is Ellen Johnson Sirleaf was a bad leader for the country. And she decided, look, we are one this thing, let me hand it to him. Because everybody that saw Ellen,
We have ran election.
We have ran an election.
He won an election.
He ran an election. He ran an election.
Whatever she did to the back,
that won't. I mean, it's hearsay, but I'm just giving you my personal opinion.
Yeah.
What I just said is my personal opinion. But if you look at why, because you got somebody like John Mulu, okay? John Mulu ran for president in Liberia.
John Mulu. Oh, I didn't know that.
John Mulu. I believe in the past election, John Mulu ran.
No, I don't think he went. John Mulu didn't run for.
Okay, if he did,
let the audience tell us if.
If John Mulu.
I don't think he's on.
Okay, but forget about whether John Mulu ran for president or not. But if you look at John Mulu has an impeccable documentation to prove that he's one of the best auditors Liberia got. This guy, the EU went to Ellen and said, look, this is your man with the credential we have that guy in hand. Did we vetted this man correctly? Or even forget about it. But what's about his assistant Massimo, who was one of the government had auditors. You dig? The government had auditors. The government had auditors in place in the country. Why CDC could not put in place a group of people to audit the government?
They had the how you call them? They had the transitional team.
Right.
Now the transitional team, I don't know who all were on the transitional team, but I know they had a couple of guys on the transitional team.
Right.
But my thing is when the Weah-led government came in,
right.
You remember the president said that all ministers, assistant ministers, controller, and everybody should turn over to the human resources. I think the manager or director.
Yeah.
And my thing was, I think that was one of the places they blunder at because everybody that working in the government were not corrupt.
Everybody that working in any government were not corrupt. The idea of an audit is not because somebody corrupt.
Yeah, but if you come in and you just get rid of everybody right away, I don't know how the auditing team work. I don't know. But my thing is, if you're coming in, you don't let people to come in and just walk away. Let them meet your ministers, and let them share information. Let them check and see. And the good guys that were there, I don't think it was necessary. Just come and just fire everybody right away and brought a whole new crew on board. And people don't have.
They think that
I don't even know what they went through.
They think that is this, Prince. Democracy is going to take root in Liberia. We're not going back to dictatorship.
Taking root already.
Yeah, democracy have taken root in Liberia, right?
Yeah. Let me recognize a couple of people.
Yeah, go ahead.
Henry Peabody, how you doing? Peabody's going to be on here tomorrow by 1 o'clock. We got Melvin Dix is on here. Melvin, I see the guy for a long time. Melvin Dix. We got a lot of people. We call him Running Man.
Yeah.
By name from Ghana.
Running Man. Melvin Dix.
Yeah, Melvin Dix. But we call him Running Man. From Ghana. We used to call him Running Man. Then he said he got Casa Pergo. He know Casa Pergo very well. Yeah. All of them used to be together. Yeah, they're going to call Eugene Fangon. Running Man know him. Running Man, how you doing? So, back to what we were saying. So, that was my thing. That's why I get upset sometimes with this administration because whatever they're going through right now, it was still going to be another problem. It was still going to be another problem, because you don't expect we have to perform miracle in a year now, in 1 year, few months.
It's what they call political blunder.
Yeah.
That's what it made. Political blunder.
Yeah.
Because there was no justifiable reason for which they would go and sweep. Even the United States government, when they, as big as the U.S. is, they got people here that are educated, people have no end. But when the U.S. government is turning over, they leave some people in office, certain offices, and certain time come before they replace those people. But the government came in and decided to do away with everybody from the Ellen Johnson selling government and me on the street, my man, give me the car. I didn't new minister yet, and this is not the rest of it.
I think one thing too, they misplaced people. They misplaced
a lot of
people in the wrong place. That men are wasting time. That shouldn't be the way of the commerce.
Right.
It should be. He been worked to finance before.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think wasting will go back to.
I don't know wasting time like that. He's an older guy. He been in government
for a long time. Yeah, but the other guy,
the
guy there, the patron guy there. I don't know. I don't know whether he's doing the right thing.
Well, I mean,
well, you see, the thing is, I don't know about.
Wasting Tapper and other people have been working in government for a long time. They didn't make no headway, and they're still working in government. I don't know when they're going to make any headway, but
you may be right too. You may be right.
I mean, because the first thing, let me tell you something. We have brought in some young guys and then, trying them to see, for them to understand government. This is not the rest of it. But one of the things you want to do here is bring somebody who is experienced. Like with the appointment with the Western guy Finley as foreign minister. That's one of the more disturbing things that I ever saw and heard. Because Western guy Finley have no connection, international connection whatsoever. Not because he went to school in Sweden. So you take him and put him there as foreign minister. Foreign minister, number one, you got to be energetic. You understand? You got to be energetic. You got to be. They had a guy called George Wallace, who are at the foreign ministry. You look in those kind of area for people who are seasoned diplomats. You understand?
Yeah.
And make them even Sulonte.
Yes,
You know what I'm saying? Sulonte was ambassador here.
Yeah.
Okay, so why he couldn't look for Sulonte because the election is over, even though some of the people were on CDC, look, you see, the thing that could have helped that government is if we have looked outside and brought in some of the opposition.
No, but not even outside. Let's say in the CDC itself.
Right.
They had a whole governing council. And apart from the government, you have you had a whole lot of good guys that were running. When they all go to the party headquarters, you see all the guys that are there. Okay.
Yeah.
This guy got given Macintosh. Everybody was out there.
Yeah.
But the way I'm looking at CDC, I think the guys ready for serious
for prime time.
Yeah, But when they started making the appointments and the appointment like that, what's going on?
Yeah.
And they started, I don't know what are they. You see, for 12 years.
Yes.
For 12 years, all the guys that are in certain position right now.
Right.
I think he didn't do justice to himself because if we are up to $85 million, you want to tell me you couldn't use 10 or 20 to send the guys out, like all of the boys to go to school. To educate them.
To educate them?
Yeah, you
have to. What's about the experience, Pray? What's about the experience? Governing
12 years they were going to come to school and each get a bachelor.
Yeah, but
and they were going to work outside here for a little bit.
Right.
They were going to gain experience.
Right.
But now he won't be worrying if you put in somebody that he know how effective they're going to be.
Right.
But you didn't do justice to them because guess what? They're not performing the way they're supposed to perform.
No, they're not.
So what happened now? But now you're going to be. We don't even know. In the first place, I think the president need to step back. They need the CDC need to have another convention. They need to come together.
Yeah.
They need to come back, call everybody back, and they need to regroup.
Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. One of the things, look, there are people in key positions in Liberia that are incompetent. They work incompetent. That's what I'm saying. There are people who in key positions like one of them is Eugene Facon. Eugene Facon have brought many disgrace to that office, and they still got him on. Zero tolerance is one of the things you have to look at when you're trying to put government together as it relates to people who are going to work in the public. For you to have somebody with with 4 associate degree and say, yeah, 4 associate degree. 4 associate degree can't help you, brother, because 4 associate, associate degree in America, what did it bring? And an entry level. The entry level, you just come from high school. The people who come from Africa, right?
Yeah.
So we have to sometimes when you take the entrance test in the universities and things, there is some the subjects the ES 100. You gotta take ES 100 for the if you fall below ES 100, then you gotta go to the community college and branch up the courses first before you can, if you want to go to Temple University or you want to go to some of the school, you got to take those out of the way. The MS 100, which is a math course, which is algebra book 1 or book 2 in Liberia. You got to brush those up first before you go. That's why people go to associate, get an associate degree from. But how do you get 4 of those, my man? How do you get 4 of those? You don't tell me, say I got 2 masters, then you say I got 4 associate degree. They said that's stupid to listen to that. If I was on the judiciary committee to confirm Casa Prico, as you call him, or Eugene Facon, I would never vote to confirm him because he told me he got 4 associate degree. That is nonsense.
Yeah, but you got to understand now.
Okay, let me understand that.
The House and the Senate, we don't know how much. So, CDC,
how
CDC
educated?
CDC did a whole lot. CDC did well.
Right.
CDC worked.
Right.
So they got the House.
Yeah.
I think they got influence in the House.
The
Senate.
They got a lot of people in the Senate.
Yeah, they got influence. So if the president said that's what he wants, what will you do?
No.
You can't.
No.
They don't care whether they
my friend,
or not.
My friend, listen to this. Listen to this. That what we made mistake when it comes to the democratic reform in our country. That what we make mistake, my friend. Because if you're looking at the Senate, the House of Representatives and the Senate don't serve at the will and pleasure of the president. They don't, because if you look at the Senate, these are independent branch of government, my friend. The judiciary, the executive, and the judiciary, the executive, and the.
Hold your thought. Let's go for a little break. We'll be right back.
Right.
Mario, I want you to understand.
You don't have. I don't want to understand. Leave. Leave my house. And don't ever come back here.
My friend, the judiciary, the executive,
How could you do this to me? You all this stuff we've been together. You think some of you was married? Leave my house. And don't ever come back here.
We had gotten a call saying that your friend is
No, what I said.
I spoke to her last Tuesday.
At what time?
7 p.m.
Did you know where she was when she had called you? Like what was going on in the car engine or anything?
She spoke to her. She was trying to tell me someone was chasing her, but she didn't actually say.
You ready? You ready?
7 p.m.
Did you know where she was when she had called you? Like what was going on in the car engine?
Let's go into the protest. I'm talking to the protest. I'll tell you what. You're not hearing all that. You ready? Let me recognize some people. Okay, we're back. No, this one. We're back, and I'm gonna recognize some of the guys on here. We got Class D is on watching. We got Prince Sherry is on there watching. We got Oh wow, our man Chilla Cummings.
Oh, Chilla?
Yeah.
Chilla.
Chilla Cummings, how you doing?
Chilla, how are you, brother?
How's Iowa?
How
Iowa.
contract callers?
Yeah, contract caller in Iowa. This
You
guy
and-
worked
you-
for one of the biggest contracting company in America. They usually install meters and they do all the electrical work and all
Right.
that. Yeah, so he flew to Iowa to work as a technician there. So they're doing a lot of work.
He and Chilla have been doing well, you know, since.
Yeah, one of he's a very good guy.
Yeah, he's a very nice
Very
guy.
good guy. Welcome to the show, Sheila.
But before you go further, let me just correct the record because people were listening to me when we went to break.
Yeah, come back.
You got
to
the three branches of government:
Yeah.
the legislature,
Mhm.
the judiciary, and the executive. Those three branches of government are three separate entities. They have work to do by the Constitution. You see, so I just wanted to clarify that.
Yeah.
So continue.
Okay, so we're going to go back to I was talking about when we were talking about the president having influence and the guys that he hired.
Right.
Okay, so my thing is, we at the stage right now we have severe economic challenges.
Crisis. It's a crisis.
It's not easy.
It's a crisis, an economic crisis.
Yeah, I went to Delaware and I sat with a guy who I'm not going to call his name on here.
Right. He just came, right?
No,
From Liberia?
he's here. He's a professor.
Okay.
He do a lot of he working in a lot of universities. He got a lot of connection. He doing some big things in Liberia back
Right.
and forth. And I sat with him and he was explaining to me some of the challenges they have.
Mm-hmm.
And he told me, he said, the challenges that Liberia have right now, the president is really confused because he don't know where to start from.
Right.
The health sector is challenged.
Yes.
Agriculture challenge.
Right.
Infrastructure challenge.
Challenge. Yeah.
Education challenge.
Right.
Oh, if
The whole
the
Liberia-
whole thing.
You-
So now where do you start from?
It-
So you concentrating, the president concentrating on infrastructure, but it's still affecting the other one. And you see that what
You-
the
you know-
CDC didn't do justice to
Yeah,
itself
you
because
know.
because if the past government served and they went ahead and start taking taxes from people ahead of time,
Right.
they took taxes from people ahead of time.
Right.
How you expect the government to function?
You see, the thing there is this. First of all, if I were in our government, right? What I think the people needed to do is to put transparency in focus first.
Yeah, that was
That's what they needed to do first.
Yeah, that was one
To
of the
put
mistakes.
transparent in focus first. When they put transparent in focus, while transparent is in focus, then they take one economic thing, they take things one at a time. In order for you to redevelop an infrastructure, you have to create job for the people.
Yeah.
When you say you want to build bridges, those bridges will hire, while building the bridges, they will hire people to go and work. It will put money in people's pocket.
Yeah,
You see,
create jobs.
the economy is like a car engine. When the piston is not working, that car engine is not working.
Yeah.
When the muffler on a car cut, you will hear it make noise. If the fan belt cut, that engine is not up to par, it's not moving. So let's come back to the point that you were just making. When you look at infrastructure, one of the things that I expected for Joe Weah to do when he first came to office, he had the thinking. He was on the right path when he started first. You see, JFK. When Joe Weah entered JFK and looked in the record department
Yeah.
of one of the more prestigious hospitals throughout the whole of West Africa, JFK, John F. Kennedy Medical Center, that was built by the Kennedy family because of what they heard about the relationship, special relationship between they and America and Liberia. That's where Joe Weah is supposed to start from. By rebuilding those hospitals, asking for medication and rebuilding those hospitals. Not only that, but rebuilding the hospital start from JFK, and you go to the various counties and try to see.
We got a whole lot already.
You understand what I'm saying? We got the building already. We need new building.
Renovated, fix.
Yeah,
you know,
the medication and put new rules in
put
office.
rules and things in the
Because
for it to be functional.
when I was in Liberia, right? Let's go back a little bit. Let's
I think
backtrack.
most of the thing this is the thing, right?
Mm.
I think if you see the guy in Sierra Leone,
Right.
transparency, the way the guy is working.
Right.
He can tell anybody that I can give money to the guy. I'm
Right.
comfortable.
You know.
So everybody coming through, but if you like, we come back to competence.
Yes.
Let me read quick comments here. He just said something. Say, do you understand the difference between qualification and competence? Yeah, we do.
We do.
We do, my brother.
Qualification
Most
and
people who
competence.
work in public office in Liberia don't have no idea for the capacity in which they are serving. That's right.
You're right. You're 100% right. You're 100% right.
That's why exposing young people to leadership is what Liberia needs.
First of all,
Give them the opportunity to learn. Kweku, let me say this to Kweku.
let me answer Kweku quickly
Yeah,
on the educational side.
Yeah.
The first thing, if you look at Kweku, let's look at education, for example. The thing that qualify you to even be vetted
Welcome,
for a position in a government. They look at your educational background and they look at your leadership skill.
Yeah.
You know, they vet you. They vet you because you went to Yale. That's the educational side. But then you have to look at the competence side, because I want to give you a little scenario here. When you look at the interim government, right? There is a guy, Ava Tukpa's brother. They call Madison Tukpa. If you look at Madison Tukpa, that whole family, they are very clever set of people. Look at, they are geniuses. You understand what I'm saying? Ava is a very clever guy. Ava and his brother Madison, they are very clever. But if you look at Madison, if I was in government, if I was a president, I would never appoint Madison. He's a friend of mine. I would never appoint Madison to a dog catcher position. You know the reason why? Because if you vet Madison Tukpa went to West Point in America.
He's serving the government right now?
He served in Ellen and the interim government.
Okay.
But the thing there is, with this kind of job, government kind of job come with responsibility.
Yeah.
Okay? If you are not responsible, I don't care what book you know.
You become a problem.
You become a problem. You become a nuisance you become a problem to the government. The guy was a military advisor, but look at his track record in Liberia during the Sawyer era. Even when Ellen came in, Ellen made him military advisor. When it comes to the education, the guy is unimpeachable when it comes to that. The man know how to read and write book. He know the book side, but when it comes to the responsibility,
it's a problem.
It's a problem.
Yeah, you see, Kweku, I listen to what Kweku saying that exposing young people. That's correct.
Yes.
Exposing young people to leadership is good, but you got to give them little tools. You got to help them or prep them in such a way that they will get in a position and not sure.
Right.
You see, so if I'm young, everybody know you go to school in America.
Right.
When you go somewhere else to give you a job, you're still going to go through orientation.
Right.
They're going to set you down and tell you what they expect.
Right.
What the rules are.
Right.
What they want you to do. But if you just take people and just place them in key position, they never had no experience before,
right,
it become a problem. So it's not a bad thing to have young people taking up leadership. That's good.
Right.
That's fine. But at least you should have some idea on what you're doing.
Right.
Because if you take somebody and you place him in a position and say, oh, we're trying to make sure the young people, of course, they go to school, you graduate, you got to understand something. You talk about competence and how do you call it, qualification. Qualification are what you learn, are what you graduate, what you got a degree and things you got.
Right.
Competence, whether you can do the job.
Right.
Whether you got the ethics,
right,
you got the moral,
yeah,
whether you got the how you
the
call
technical
it,
know-how.
the technical know-how, and were you consistent?
Right.
And what else I wanted to say? What the word I wanted to use? That's how I see it. So having people in positions, who graduated from University of Liberia, or some people just put in them there. That's not a bad thing to put in, but you got to groom them.
Prince.
You gotta groom them.
That's the reason why Liberian people speak bad English
all
the time. All the time.
That's not a bad thing.
They decide to speak PP English where they don't know. You see, let me tell you something. There is nothing wrong with speaking dictionary words. I got a friend of mine, right? Every time the guy speak dictionary word, the man came from Liberia. But the thing is, he fit to realize that when you're speaking all the BB book and thing, you just went to school and open the dictionary and more, you just practice the word to use. Okay? You practice it. And then at the end of the day, when you go start using the PV words and things, who you speaking it to? The 99.9% of the Liberian people can't understand it. The back of women, you go to the place and say, well, it behooves me to be here today. The one will look at you and say, but they gotta be crazy. But behooves me, behoove who? You see, but the thing is, you gotta speak English to the Liberian people level. Like somebody like me, if you're speaking to me and you try to talk about concomitantly, like Emil Sawyer talking about concomitantly, or using kind of PB phrases and things, other dictionary straight up, because you know, she's a doctorate degree holder and this and that and the rest of it. You fool the Liberian people because the first thing, you're not getting nowhere. The Liberian people have not learned anything from you. Their country is going to hell in the handbasket economically, and you're telling them you're speaking people.
Let me say this to the audience. I don't care where you come from, what kind of book you can know, how the people can love you. I don't care who you are. If you don't take care of the economic side of the people,
right,
you can be loved, they will turn against you.
Right.
The people stumble is not something to play with.
I'm telling you.
I'm listening to most of the callers and I listen to people talking. Even people say, oh, we in Liberia, we're feeding it. But let me say this to you. We in abroad feeding it. When you say $100,
yeah,
the rate keep going up.
Right.
When the people pick up the money, we're losing money.
Right.
We're losing money. So now you send $100. First we used to send it, you send it 50, you send it 20, or but now you send it 10, you say, my man, I'm only going to do nothing.
Money can't do nothing.
So you're putting constraint on us, yeah.
But the thing is,
people feel that, oh, because they're in Liberia, we're in America.
Yeah.
We say down here, we're just talking. No, it's affecting everybody.
One of the things you got to look at here is this. One of the things you got to look at this, Joe. Let me tell you, if we're here working, right? If we're making business, let's say labor business, we came here, we're making business here, okay? You get up, you go to work, you use your labor, you give your labor to the white man give you a few dollars, right?
Yeah.
That business right there. Yeah. Business, you know, we exchange labor for cash. Now, when you get all that money, you got your own family here. You got your children, you got your wife, you got your...
Yeah, you got a lot of responsibility.
You got a lot of responsibility. Somebody calling?
Yeah. Caller, we didn't even ask people to call you. Call your name and where you calling from.
Oh, you're on the line. Yeah, this is Mr. Bay calling from Bensilly.
Okay, what's going on in Bensilly? Tell me.
Well, what we're hearing from back home concerning the June 7th celebration is a serious one.
Celebration or protest?
Well, but I mean, they're putting all together. They're going to be a celebration. It's going to be a protest.
Are you member of that celebration and protest, sir?
Celebration for what? They say they're having a celebration?
They say they are going to first of all protest and make the president to understand that he is not, according to the women that I heard from right now, they all were calling. They took 2 hours to call.
Right.
And let the Liberian people and other people in the diaspora know that they are the Liberian women, market women, because Eugene Falcon went on social media and told the people that the women that are calling, they are common women. You see that? He started putting that demarcation between the people in common and country women.
Right.
So then, the women called back on the radio station and said, no, you are not here to contact us. We are Congo, we are there, we are not Congo, we are some of our crew, some of our Basa, Lopa, all the people. We are not that way. We're saying that this government got, right now the rate is 183 for $1.
Yeah, that's what I heard. Yeah.
Yeah, for $1. And now we got our children, they leave in school. No, nothing, we can't sell, nobody can take. We are not in America to have US dollar. We're only dealing with the liberty, and the liberty for only the market women, and the US dollar for the government official and the liberty people.
Right.
So that's not the kind of country we want.
Right.
So that means the government is not for us. So we are going to come to the government on the 7th of June and let them know if you are not, there's not football fee. If you can't take care of us.
But you know, Mr. Page, one of the things I wanted to add to what you just saying is the fact that citizens of Liberia have been slaves in their own country since 1847. Liberia got its independence. You know, there have been no government that ever came to power in Liberia and look at the citizen, the well-being of the Liberian citizen. Why are they citizens in that country in the first place? Go ahead. I just wanted to add that little point right there.
Yeah, but then the thing about that again is that, you see, right now, if you want to go to say that you want to go to, let's say you want to go to Banga.
Right.
You live in Monrovia, you want to Banga. You got to buy rice from Monrovia. You got to buy fish from Monrovia. You got to buy chicken soup, you got to buy bitter boy, you got to buy pepper. Before you go in the rural area. The people in the rural area are not, nobody making farm, nobody making garden, nothing. Okay? And the rural people got to come into the city in order to be known. Because nobody, the government do not know the people in the rural area. The only thing the government does is to send somebody and say, look, go down there to be superintendent for the people. Just tell them what I want.
Right.
That's it. So as a result, the man is sending to Banga.
Mm-hmm.
He does not have a developmental idea for that county. So he's not going to do nothing.
So now we talk the same thing about qualification and competence. We're talking about the same thing again.
You see, he does not have the means to bring the people together and tell them, say, no, you know what, you all come from the village. What the development we need? We need clinic in the village. We need elementary school in this village. In Banga, will build a middle school and high school. So when your child finishes from the village, he can come to Banga in the middle school and then go to high school. Not the people they are appointing, the president appointing as the superintendent for those counties, do not have any idea of this nature.
But Mr. Page, according to how Liberia have been over time, the superintendent who they appoint, because the president also appoints superintendent, they appoint these people who have no idea for the county. I see that, but the superintendent don't know nothing about the county that they appoint them to.
Of course, they don't know anything about it. They don't even know the population of the guy in the county.
Right.
They don't know the population.
Okay.
And some of them will not even travel to any village. When they sit in Banga, that's it. They don't go from Banga to another area, another village to visit, to see how the people living, they don't care about anything like that.
Right.
How can you help these people? What kind of mind you have if you only send somebody and say, just go be there and just tell them what my agenda is? Huh? And that's how the country has been running. Eddie Justice Ali ran the country just like that.
But you,
and Opon do it just like that.
But Ellen just came yesterday. Opon just came yesterday. What's about from 1847 to the time of the war? Because in the very first place, they said the military government took over Liberia, and then they went and sent John Kreku in Basel. Our in Liberia, John Kreku was a crown man. He didn't even know nothing about Basel, but they said because it was a military coup that took over the country.
It doesn't matter whether you Basel. So long you live in a place and you understand the problems. So
but the man was never living there.
Okay.
Mr. Kreku son and myself went to school together.
Okay, Mr. P, thank you very much for your little input, and keep watching and share the video. Thank you. Okay, so now let's go back to
as we discuss issues before the people start calling in. Let me take your attention to the appointment of the president. I mean the commissioning of government official. What the president did today, I think yesterday or today, as it relates to the new Ms. Kaba, who was appointed Associate Justice of the Supreme Court, and Mr. Andrews, ambassador to Italy. I want us to discuss that a little bit, and then we'll talk about Yeke Koluba. Yeke Koluba is in Bon County, and Ada Lrtn was laid to rest the other day, representing Ada Lawrence, and as we on the show, we just want to register once again our condolences to the bereaved family. Nyomli Kanga Lawrence, I just want to register my sympathy to her. She's the widow of Ada Lawrence. So, sister, we are saddened by your loss, and we hope that God will console you and your family, and hope to see you or talk to you soon. Mr. Anderson, Yeke Koluba is in Bon County.
He's in Bon County today. He went to Bon County today. He was.
For what reason, my friend?
He trying to. I think he said he's trying to build up the momentum.
Build up what momentum?
Momentum for the July 7 protest.
So what position he playing?
So he's trying to let the people know exactly what he's up to.
What he role?
People should come out and
protest.
He's a representative, yeah.
He's a representative. I know he's a representative.
So
but
he wants people to come out and protest, and he's saying that the president is rogue, and the president is not ready.
Is that how far did he go?
Yeah, the president ain't able to job, and he was all over the place. So I think he was in Banga. He's supposed to be going to Niba.
Yeah.
And to to rally the people around.
Right.
But we will take a little break.
Right.
And we will take a break. So far, what we're discussing, we said nothing is all about.
Right.
Whatever is on your mind, you can call.
Right.
And we can discuss it, and we'll be right back in a few minutes.
It's Crown Up Boy, yeah. I too happy you came my way. Oh, da, da, da. Soon on day break like your face, I wanna see. I just wanna be loving you, like just how I wanna be. I will ride for you like Gange. Now I want you, you not pamble. I love you, don't touch it. Oh, got me singing like morning, oh, morning, baby. I just wanna sing morning, oh, morning, baby. Got a song for you, yeah, yeah. Morning, oh, morning, baby. I'm in love with you. Morning, oh, morning, baby. When you smile, the whole world freeze. Oh, da, da, da. When you pose, no need to say cheese. Oh, no, no. Your beauty, that news, let them carry the cheese. Oh, yeah, oh, yeah. No competition, you take it with ease. Put that, you not put that on my heart, oh. But nobody, wherever your spot, oh. Morning, oh, morning, baby. Morning, oh, morning, baby. Morning, oh, morning, baby. Morning, oh, morning, baby. don't touch you when you pass. You fun like a man and go out there. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. You too metro, you not like fries. You my era, the new thing. Go for bed party in the daily, oh. Me I like good thing. Me I like good thing. Let people don't want you, oh. Morning, baby. I just wanna sing. Morning, baby. Got a song for you, yeah, yeah. Morning, baby. Morning, baby. I'm in love with you. Hold on. King Java, see you, papi, oh yeah. See, I see.
Okay, we're back, and thank you for the little break we had to take. And so let's go back to what we were saying. Let me read some of the we got somebody calling on the line. Call your name and where you calling from. Hello, your name and where you calling from? Oh, okay, I'll call you back. Oh, that's a friend calling me. Okay, so let's go back to Yeke Koloba. Yeke Koloba is was in Bon County, trying to get people ready for the protest on June 7th. The June 17th is a serious thing going on. They got the weird government confused, everybody running all over the place. That war.
How you know the weird government confused and running all over the place?
Listen, I listen to listen. The government, some of the government officials just being very, very naive. I think they're being naive because they telling people that.
Let me ask you the question.
Yeah.
Since you got it out there.
Yeah.
Are they naive or they're paranoid? There is a difference between paranoia.
I would say naive because the reason I'm saying is you're in a country where everything is completely a mess.
Right.
Because I listen to Jumoluba Molu saying we have to clean the mess.
Right.
The country is hard, it's difficult.
Right.
People not sending the children to school.
Right.
With everything that coming, people say, oh, the president just coming, you're visiting. We understand all of that. We know there are a lot of challenges.
Yeah.
There are tough times in Liberia right now.
Right.
If you had another president, we're still going to be going through a little difficult time. So when you see the common people coming out and complaining, telling you, Mr. President, and the people giving the grievances, people going on Facebook and writing on Facebook saying that Congo people, the people lying, they're not saying all you be doing, you be provoking the people.
Right.
You provoking them. It should be something where people should be concentrating on now. What's the next step? What can we do to improve the situation? But if you sit there and it collapse, it going down and people complaining and you saying that everything is nice, everything is okay.
I think some of the guys that ran in this election that lost, somebody like what the guy named the guy from the central bank, what his name said?
Governor Jones,
Alexander Cummings,
yeah,
and few other people that participated in this election.
Yeah.
If I use the word if is a big if.
Yeah.
If one of the guys had become, even though the Liberian people rejected them.
Yeah.
But I feel in my personal belief.
Yeah.
I'm not a member of their party.
Yeah.
But in my personal belief, if one of the guys had become president for Liberia, Liberia are going to be on the good course.
Yeah.
Ask me how.
So when you say the coast, which means what?
I mean, economically, things were going to be better. Economically.
Okay. Because
the major thing that Liberian people facing right now, Prince, is the economy. Can the economy be fixed? Now let's look at because I look at the people platform and I look at I don't know Jones like that, but I saw what Jones did in Liberia. Jones got up.
People say he stole a lot of money.
Listen to me. Listen to
money.
Prince. Who is stealing money? Everybody's stealing money, but the thing is, how people surviving is what you got to look at. You see, you and myself can be operating, right? You eating. But I see more things driving for you more than driving towards me than anything. The Liberian people, let me tell you something, the Liberian people could have gotten some benefits.
So you think Jowia is not out
there? No. Jowia is not out. Now, the same thing with Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. If you look at Kessel's son, the party that she took over under the LAP, LAP, the ruling party. Liberia, what kind of party? The party, the party that Ellen was running recently.
Yeah, you're talking about Unity Party?
Unity Party.
The Unity Party.
Unity Party was headed by Kesseley, Bian Kesseley. When Bian Kesseley died, then his son, I believe people went and took the party and gave it to Ellen. That's the party, because Ellen did not want to be in the rooster no more.
We got somebody on here, Mr. Flex. Flex.
Yeah, Flex Salif. That's my dog right there, Flex. That's your old man talking, Flex.
What's up, Flex? How you doing?
How you doing, brother?
How you doing?
But the thing there is this: for Ellen to pay or former Salif $35,000 or more, it was a travesty of justice.
Allegedly, or you
not alleged.
Okay.
Not alleged. I'm telling you, info. I'm talking about people who. I'm talking about real first-hand information getting to me. You understand? 35,000. Look at a suffering country like Liberia. Somebody making 35 United States dollar, 35,000 United States dollar every month. My brother, it's what they call economic travesty.
Yeah.
All right, economic travesty. Now you have the vast majority of the Liberian people suffering.
They're suffering.
Some of them live on less than one loaf of bread a day. Put yourself in that shoe.
It was. Well, let me say this.
Now, before you come in quickly, let me just lay it one up quickly. Alexander Cummings, that everybody rejected. I'm not an ANC leader. I don't speak for them. But look, I interacted with Alexander Cummings, right? The election coming, Alexander Cummings was trying to go to Liberia. I had the opportunity to go to a function where the guy was talking. Not even before that, but they brought food in.
No, but wait, let me say that before you go further.
Go ahead.
Let me say this to you. The people feel,
right,
and the people voted for we are because there were a lot of competence and qualification in alien administration.
Right.
Most of alien government officials,
yeah,
everybody have masters, doctor degree.
Yeah.
They didn't perform up to the task. So you talk about Alexander Cummings. Let me tell you, if you look at the first five, the Alexander Cummings, Charles Walker Bronski, you talk about Ure, you talk about all the people that were running.
Please.
You know the people said?
No.
The people went down to the bottom. The people said, because even I get confused sometimes because even our president too had a credential too, because the president will have right now I think he have a master's in business administration.
They call him a doctorate. They had a doctorate.
He had a master's before he just got a doctorate.
Okay, but
so he said we're educated too. So
right.
they think it's confused because some of the people say, oh, but we'll vote for you. So
right.
So we don't really know what the people really the people got up and they voted for we are.
Listen, don't let the people confuse you, Prince. I know what.
Because if you say education, we are saying
forget about education. Forget about education.
But they never knew them.
My friend, education is not a criteria by who define Liberia. Let me take you back somewhere quickly. You see, we have been dealing with soundly educated people from 1847 to the time of the war, and even right now, we're still dealing with. I mean, the guy, what the guy didn't say, those men that are working in we are government. If you look at Sugar Wilson is not a uneducated man. Sugar Wilson is a soundly educated guy. If you look at Samuel Twe, if you look at
look down there, one of the phones ring. We got so many phones in here, we're trying to find the phone.
Which one ring?
No, none of this. Who's on the line?
Come on.
It gotta be down there to you. Okay, right there. Oh. My people, we got so many phones. We got so many phones here. So the caller that call, you can call back. Sorry for that, but you can call back later on.
Yeah, call back.
Yeah, call back and we'll be able to get your phone. Sorry, but
when it comes to book education, book education. When it comes to people who went to school, we have them. Okay.
Yeah.
But you see, it's just like it's just a business,
Yeah.
When you open a business, Prince, there are some people here in America, right?
Yeah.
They got people who have the capital, which is the money.
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, caller, you were calling me. We missed your call, so I had to call you back. Give the courtesy to call you back. Your name and where you calling from?
My name is Henry Brisbane. I'm calling from Berlin.
Henry Crispy? I think we had a Crispy on here. Yeah, we had you on here before. Yeah, you
Mr. Brisbane.
I think.
Mr. Brisbane. Mr. Brisbane. What state you calling from?
I'm calling from the Berlin.
Oh, okay. The city of Berlin Law, right?
The city of Berlin Law is where? Is that where you calling from, Mr. Brisbane?
That's where I'm calling from.
That's right. So what's on your mind, Mr. Brisbane, as we discuss issue about Liberia tonight?
You were talking just like you tried to give some analysis, and I was quiet. You know, I deep down I was listening to you, and I tried to grab some salt and pepper in your conversation there.
Right.
But later you got me confused when your body was asking you question, and you break through there. You didn't really answer that question when you asked it.
What was the question?
Stealing the people money, and to kill the people, but you didn't answer that question.
You say, my buddy asked me about the people money.
Yeah, you didn't answer that after he said this guy was one of the best men that will run that country. You look at the platform, was unique. So you were doing so.
Yeah, but the thing is the co-host of mine here, he don't give me a chance to finish. So that's why I always start in the middle.
But Crispy, the post said the man eat the people money. Now what they say is that public eat people money.
The man said, Jones ate the people money. But yeah, what Jones did? Jones decided to bring the Liberian people together and gave the Liberian people some of their money to say, here's some of your money, go and make market. Turn it over.
Yeah.
Turn your own money over. The thing that is nobody, listen, every human being are corrupt. We were born with corrupt nature. But the thing is, are you willing for a whole entire country to perish because you feel that you don't want to try to help nobody because you don't have the money there and this and that and the rest of it? That's why they got there. But let's look at Alexander Cummings for a minute. Alexander Cummings have the kind of business this man ran. Coca-Cola is a worldwide organization, and the man was the next to the CEO of that world organization. You see, so these people have the credential, they have the technical know-how.
Then why they win?
They have the because look.
Hold on, I got a question for you before you leave. I hope I'm not deviating, but both of you guys, when you were talking, can you please tell me the industrial era in Monrovia?
There is yes, Liberia had industrial area. You know, but back in the day when they had
You said back in the days.
I said back in the day because of the war.
Yeah.
The war came and destroyed a lot of. Okay. The industrial area was somewhere across the bridge. You see across that bridge there?
Yeah.
From Vatan going all the way back there to yeah, they had Semenco, they had Laramco. Laramco was a shoe making company.
Okay, let's just call it short. It's Ghana Bay Road. Because there where you are.
Ghana Bay Road area, yes. Right.
Shoe factory.
They had LPNC. That was and all that.
Yeah, but the people.
I'm coming to you because I read it. I was even asking you the question when you talk with Alexander Kumi, asking the question. You know,
right?
You know, we are being in darkness, and you and myself sitting down in this country right now. We notice why our people did over there. I know you can remember Liberia used to export
right
food to another country, right?
Right. We should export, yes.
Yes, if I'm lying, tell me I'm lying.
You're not lying. Go ahead. Continue. If you lie, I will tell you.
All right. But if we get all these guys in our country, and we see our country falling before even telling the soil came there.
Right.
Before the war, the soil came there. The
Mm-hmm.
Then we are going sitting down.
Mm-hmm.
We got all this money, God, sitting down here, sitting down on the morning.
Mm.
What do you think happening to our country?
What do you think?
The only way, what do you think that really happened to our country?
What do you think? What are the things that you have to look at? They say many are called. They say many are called, but few are chosen. Many are called, but few are chosen. That's what happened to our country. You see, Liberia. The first thing, if for some reason those are the people who stole money and left the country, who are still in government, running up and down. Number one, Emmanuel Shaw. Emmanuel Shaw is one of those people.
Yes.
Emmanuel Shaw, what he needed to do was to try to fight. Because after they all helped to destroy the country.
But the very Emmanuel Shaw you're talking about is on the team of George.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah.
Emmanuel, you can make mistake once, but if you make mistake twice,
no, you're not making mistake this time.
It's a problem. Emmanuel Shaw and other people who got Liberia, who say they got Liberia, who are Liberian. First of all, Emmanuel Shaw who lived in exile, he would not come out of Liberia because he got rich off of Liberia and took his money out of Liberia and ran. As Liberia collapsed today, the selfishness of a Liberian man and women are the ones that have destroyed our country and continue to destroy our country. Because we are not loyal to our own country. Let's look at the concession agreements, for example. Because, my man, look, let me tell you something. Economics is something when I went to school, my man, I ate my school fee. But economics is something, I don't want to tell you I'm an economic genius, but I understand the number very well when it comes to economics. Now, if you look at the concession agreement in Liberia, the concession agreements are the ones that are killing the Liberian people, because these people do not sign broad concession agreement. Let's look at Firestone, for example. Firestone signed a 99-year contract with Liberia to export rubber from Liberia. If you look at the according to Division 43, these people build substandard houses for the employee. There is no floor on the ground. There is no back door. There is no nothing. They build hut for the people. They build. I'm serious. They build things like that dog and cattle can live in. I say, when you in America, a dog house is better than that thing they build on Division 43. Then let's go to Harbor Hill. Let's go to Harbor Hill where the white people live. The white people who running the company. They got golf club. They got well up to do horses that they live in. The people like Babel and other people who were working for Firestone at the expense of the Liberian people, those people turn blind eye to the kind of lopsided horses they built for the employee who was slaving themselves for that company. There is no proper health care. There is no proper anything. The people children going to substandard schools and this and that and the rest of it. Why their children going to Harbor Hill School and this and that and the rest of it? Because their children were not in that condition, so they didn't care for them. Now I go to Bon Mines, where I grew up. Bon Mines, the white people lay out the framework for everything. They did it by seniority. They had senior staff, junior staff, and the regular employee. They built decent homes and things because they build their place that way they had Germany.
Yeah.
But if you look at the money that was changing hand, the press that the government officials that were taking from the country, it meant for Burma now to make changes in the labor practice. The same thing with Lamco. I don't want to waste your time because other people got to talk. But Samuel Smith is one of the guys that died fighting Lamco in Liberia, and the Liberian government helped to kill that guy. You see, and many people, many potential people who wanted to save, who wanted to fight for the liberation of the Liberian people.
But before I gotta leave, but before I leave, I want to ask you one more question. Who you think was going to be the best person from 79 before? Who you think? Which one of the presidents that you think they could do something better to up to now 79 up to now?
Right now, let me just, yes, I can point to William Tauber, William R. Tauber.
Excellent. Man, you saying the truth.
Let me say this to you. What's the name again?
Mr. Crispin.
Crispin, let me say this to you. The problem we have, we don't recognize those who have the good leadership skill in Liberia. We have a lot of good people in Liberia who can make the difference. But you see, when you start having too much ethics, too much moral, and your character, and you're looking too decent, people start to get afraid of you.
There's a feedback behind you.
Yeah.
There's a feedback.
Okay. 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 All right. So if you look at Liberian people, we have a lot of good people in Liberia that can run Liberia.
Right.
We got people there.
But they're not giving the chance.
Nobody's going to look at their way.
They're not giving the chance.
Society is completed. You see what the war did? The war brought a mentality that when you bad, people let you.
They reward you. For being bad.
There's so much in Liberia when you go, you'll be shocked.
Right.
You got good people in Liberia that can run the country. There are people there. But the opportunity is not going to be given to them.
You know, Joe.
Now, look at we are. All the people we talking about say they qualify as social thing. Some people when you talk to them, they will ask you, say, if you move here from there, who else you can put there? That's what the people telling you. So that the people telling us that there's nobody else in Liberia that can run the country than George Manneh we are.
Right.
That's what people say.
But the thing is, one of the things you got to think about is the fact that the Bassa man got a parable, right? They say the storm that's going to beat a chicken that starts from the tail. What that means is the fact that if you look at somebody like Bronskin, if I were the only voter in Liberia, Bronskin cannot get a dog catcher position. Ask me why.
Why?
Thank you. When you look at Bassa, what Bronskin then did there, Bronskin was the lawyer for Lamco. And look what Bassa have become. Why you want to be president? You want to put somebody like that to be president for your country?
So let's look at the first father. You talk about Bronskin.
Yeah.
Bronskin, Alexander Cummings.
Yeah.
Joseph Waka.
Yeah.
Governor Jones.
Yeah.
Who else? They have a whole lot of groups.
A whole bunch of them.
So the whole group, so that whole entire group.
Yeah.
The people saying that none of you guys were qualified or competent to run the country.
Well, that's why that was
weird.
The majority of people, the majority's opinion.
Yeah, that's
because they voted. They voted. And they said, but between Joseph Waka, man, Kwam with Joseph Waka here. Joseph Waka served 12 years as a citizen of Liberia. Okay? People say, oh, Joseph Waka did that, Joseph Waka did that. But he sat there, and Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. Look what the government turned out. What it did.
Yes,
so 12 years. I'm not going to.
So 12 years he served.
Yeah,
people said they didn't want Joseph Waka.
Okay. Ask the next question.
They said they didn't want Ure.
Yeah.
The people said they didn't want
Ure own.
They said Ure stole maritime money.
Listen, Ure own. If I would have probably taken Ure over most of the money. Ask me why.
Why?
The people level an accusation against Ure and say Ure stole money, right? Let's say Ure stole money. But if you look at our Liberian people, how many people, if you look at Ure opened company in Liberia and hired a lot of people.
He stole money.
Listen, a lot of people stole money. I'm not trying to back Ure because he stole money according to the Liberian people. That's not what I'm saying. But if you look at Ure is one of the guys who really invested his money into Liberian economy and hired people.
No, but the thing is, my thing is this.
Okay.
I know you invest the money because that's the same thing that we're facing right now. People say the man stole the money, but he left it here.
Yeah.
If you stole money, you're not competent.
You're not competent.
So long as you steal, so long we got steal.
Yeah.
So long you are part of, for me, if you took part in the war, you stole and all of that.
Yeah.
We don't want you. You're not.
Yeah, but that's why they made a mistake.
Yeah, but the thing is, beside these people, you can't tell me they got nobody in Liberia.
Oh no, they got more than Liberia. You know the amount of competent Liberian people that are willing to move Liberia to another level.
Yeah.
In this country, my man, we got a fighter jet bomber pilot. The beginning, look, you saw the Obama with her children who came from Liberia. They were in a refugee camp. When they came, they got them working in the Navy. They fly Navy jet bomber. You know how much one of those jet bomber that the United States government provide for them to fly? You need to go look at incompetent guy and take that thing. Mattel William was a guy who exposed that. Please, I'm sitting there one day and Mattel William had a show. And I said, well, let me just look at Mattel William's show. Liberians are doing great things in the country.
Around the world.
Not only here, but around the world.
Around the world.
Why can't the government vet people?
You will not, this is the problem, because when you look at the atmosphere,
right,
the political atmosphere in Liberia,
right,
it's very difficult for a Liberian guy who is out here, very competent, qualified,
right,
have all the credentials to say I'm going back to Liberia to go work.
Right.
One thing, when you get there, you gotta be careful.
I give you a typical example. You know, there is a lady who was the assistant minister for education under Samuel Doe called Dr. Rosalita Rabo. Dr. Rosalita Rabo have a nephew, they call the guy Dr. Charles Banyue. When everybody have fled Liberia, like I was still at Cali Hospital treating people, guess what? The U.S. government went in there and gave a test and said, we want competent doctors. You understand? That's why the country, due to little country like Africa, the African country that have competent people to serve their people. Dr. Charles Banyue took the test, because he was tired. He was the only doctor. He was one of the more competent doctors that helping his people.
Yeah, but you see,
and they will remove the guy. Guess today, the guy is one of the prominent doctors here in Pittsburgh.
You got a lot of doctors here.
You understand? Medical doctor. The guy was in Liberia serving his country. Because the Liberian people decided they didn't like good things, so they may have to leave.
Yeah.
You see?
I listen to most people in Liberia say, oh, you left your country, why you can come back? You see, Cummings, if you look at things right now and all the guys decide to step up to the plate,
right,
it's going to be another problem again, because people are holding back because the way the people back there, the way they do things and the way they vote, the way they see things. If you step up to the plate and you go to Liberia right now, the way the people do things is so different. Yeah, I give it to Liberians who are moving from here and going to Liberia and saying, you know what, I want to see if I can run for public office, I can do so thing. I give it to them.
Right.
Who's stepping up to the plate?
Right.
He's stepping up to the plate.
Prince, let me ask you, who is the most recognized black man, whether he's alive or dead, in America? Give me your name.
Barack.
No.
Oh, Martin Luther King.
Thank you.
Yeah, Martin Luther King.
Let me give you a story that Martin Luther King told in one of his sermons. Martin Luther King said there were two guys called John and James in the Bible, right? They came to Jesus one day. They said, Jesus, one of them say they want to sit on the right hand of Jesus, and the other one say he want to sit on the left of Jesus. You know how powerful it is for you to look at Jesus Christ, the Father, and say one want to sit on the right and the one want to sit on the left. Jesus said, I don't have a problem. One of you can sit on my right and the other one can sit on my left. But before you can do that, before you become a leader, you must be a servant of the people.
Yeah.
You understand?
George Weah was a servant of the people. I think nobody voted for George Weah because he won the election.
Prince.
Everybody else was not servant.
No. That's not the case. Let's take a break and be back on the other side.
back. We're back. Load down for me. We're back and back to what we were discussing earlier. So, the people claim that George Weah was President Weah was the best choice. So that's why they went for him, and they took him. And I listen to most of the folks complaining and saying that stuff is not easy, but I mean, Barack Obama said election got consequences, right?
Sure enough.
Yeah, it got consequences. So I mean, we got to live with it. Okay, now let's go to the next thing. The next thing was we wanted to talk on was the the next thing we want to talk on was the CDC said they're coming up on the 8th.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what they're coming up on the 8th with.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still trying to. I don't know whether somebody knows exactly what they're coming up, or they're going to have somebody going to assemble on the 8th of June, right after the protest. Right. And another thing is we have the election, the by-election coming up, 2 by-election coming up for Hillary Lawrence and how you call the other one? Charlene Doe, the senator. And I see the CDC have already started putting candidate up and said they're going to win the election. CDC is very strong on the field. They're going to win the election. Right. I listened to more about Malou. They put 2 guys up, and we're watching to see. Right. Now I would say this to we who in the media, and those who keep criticizing the CDC that they're not doing work, they're not doing something. Let's watch the election and see what's coming up. Because the people complaining, they're saying this, but I think the election is going to tell us exactly where the CDC are, what is happening.
First of all,
whether everything is good.
First of all, let me tell you something, Prince. What you're not understanding is the fact that every political party have their stronghold. Yeah. Every political party has a stronghold. CDC stronghold is in Monrovia.
No, I don't think so anymore. Well, I listen to people calling from Claratown, Yucatan, Lockington, and people say we're suffering.
Yes, okay.
It's not easy.
Okay, but
there are very few anyway. I don't want to say the entire
Because
population.
if you took a poll, you see, that's why I pray for you and myself to leave and go to Liberia so we can do a poll.
I think we can do a poll when the team
We can do a poll. We
just let them choose people around them.
We'll just go in the street. Yeah. Either a few people and we'll do a poll.
You know what we'll do? This is what we're going to do. I will talk to the guy. I will talk to Charles when he get there. We're going to do a poll. Get some water. Right. Get a little juices and so then just pick people up.
Right. Pick people randomly. Let them talk and do a poll. You just go in the street with a microphone all day and do a poll. Take a whole day and interview people. Now, the thing there is this, my friend. CDC stronghold is in Monrovia. Our whole life was in Monrovia. Yeah. Molu and all the other folks, they all were in Monrovia. Yeah. Monrovia had become the only city that is densely populated. People from way in the hinterland part of that. There were the fire burning right now. Yeah. Okay. When you talk Monrovia, you talk the whole of Liberia. Okay. Liberia had become very small because there was no more interior. You see, all the people that left from the interior that came to Monrovia, they didn't go back. They all right in Monrovia. Yeah. You see. So the problem there, the only thing they understand is CDC. You see, that party there, what about that Joe party? You see, let's go back to the level of education. You see, there are a lot of people that say, "Oh, my man, I graduated from the University of Liberia," and the same thing when we went to that program, or the guy and myself were talking about, or Walker, Darren Walker and myself were talking. Prince, before the war, if you went to school in Liberia, I'm not condemning the people that went to school in Liberia. How well be fighting for 20 years? You say you go to school, where you go to school at? You can't talk. You got to tell that to somebody or not somebody like me. I'm too intelligent for somebody to tell me that they graduated from the University of Liberia with a competent degree. Or when bullets flying, okay, when the war is hot, you see. So the question there is as to how these people went to school. What did they learn? You got to look at their educational competence.
There are people that want to Liberia.
Yes, of course. But not everybody.
But after the war, things happened.
Okay.
So things were revamped.
Okay. Things were revamped. Yeah. Of course, I agree with that. But the thing there is, my friend, lot of people were left behind.
Of course.
Okay, educationally in our country.
Of course.
There were people who parents had money to send them to school. They went to school. People parents didn't have no money. There were no people. So, like me, my mother used to sell cassava before I went to school. A normal day, during the war, I was not going to learn nothing.
So you want to say most of the people are not educated?
Most of the people did not go to school, Prince.
They voted for George Weah? That's what you're saying?
Well, Prince, look, that's why they didn't understand the political landscape of Liberia.
Okay, so they didn't know how to vote.
Yes.
People are not educated on how to vote. Okay, that's one thing that they need to do. But another thing that came up was, I kind of agree saying that you're going to put up a bill where they want for the house to, they want to come so people can reduce the salary. Reduce the salary.
Reduce the salary.
Yeah,
reduce whose salary? Reduce their own salary?
Across the board. They're talking about across the board.
Okay.
But my thing is, you was there for 12 years.
Yeah.
Ellen was there.
Yeah.
They all were handling all the people's salary. They were eating. They were doing.
Yeah.
Having all the allowance and everything. Why not?
The thing is, you know.
They say because there's no money.
No, because
and constraint on this government.
Because
so it's time to talk and time to come up and say yeah,
because Akara Gray want to bar favoritism from the Liberian people. He want to, you don't know. Let me tell you something.
After 12 years.
Listen, listen. When you know, let me give you a little scenario. They have certain things in Liberia or in a word that they use certain phrase to say beware of wolf in sheep clothing. Wolf. You know what a wolf is? A wolf is a vicious animal that eat everything. It prey on all the other animals. But it wears sheep clothing, and you look at it and say, hey, look at that sheep. Because you know sheep is a peaceful animal. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The people that are Akara Gray.
Yeah, so Akara Gray said they want to lower the pay. They're going to cut. I think they according to what I heard, they started cutting 25% from civil servant pay already.
You know,
they already start cutting 25%.
No, brother. You know what killing Liberia? You know one of the things that really killing Liberia? When you look at Liberia, there is no businesses that want to come to Liberia because of the people that are running the country. You understand? There is no international community. Nobody want to invest their money in Liberia because they feel they don't want to lose their money. There is no security. Everywhere you go invest your money, you got to have security. Okay? No company want to invest their money into a country that is not stable. You got to show to the people that your country is stable. First of all, one of the things that get me is the fact that those of us that even though we call ourselves foreigner now, you know, we naturalized here in America and this and that, people naturalized and people want to live here in America and this and that, and the rest of it, we call this place our second home. But Prince, why should we have to do that? One of the things that really hate me is the fact that Liberian people, my man, they don't look out for their citizens. They do not look out for the citizens. The government official, even the ambassador and all the ambassadors we have in the various country, when something happens to Liberian people, they don't care. They don't want to care. They represent themselves. Okay? They represent themselves. Because they don't represent the Liberian people. If they represent the Liberian people, look, there were things. I gave you a typical example. When during the Samuel Doe government, there was a representative that came here and the American government arrested that man, and that man went to jail. Alfred Vodio. Alfred Vodio went to jail, and that man stayed so many years in prison because the people saw the man. The man was getting too old. They didn't want the man to die on their watch. The American government, they had to free the man and deport him back to Liberia.
Okay.
On their own. Siwa Boone was the consul general in New York at the time.
Okay.
Okay? So look at places like Ghana that you live, Prince. People were being murdered and the Liberian government said nothing. Look in the Ivory Coast. There were mayhem that took place against Liberian people. Okay? Let it happen to a foreign in Liberia. If the foreign government ain't going to speak about their citizens. Why Liberian people? Man, it can really pain me to see us talking about our country where the people have no time for their citizens.
Yeah, because if they serve in the legislature for 12 years and now you're going for another term, you just got elected again.
Yeah.
And you just noticing that
You noticing that your salary have been exorbitant?
Yeah, we have to deduct salary. They said they're talking about allowance.
Yeah.
And I listen to some of the things they talk about special, how they call it, or salary and allowance for what he said, or scholarship, or farm, all kind of things they're listing.
Yeah.
So my thing is, the guys only go into the house for them to, you know how the people take the money and just share the money among yourself.
Yeah. But the thing is,
put the money, share it. Wherever you got, they call it the trickle down economics.
Yeah.
You go and other people just.
Right.
So if you've been a serving for 12 years and you just notice that salary are high, we gotta do those things. Those are things. Those are things that's supposed to be from the get go when we are took over.
Right.
Those are things that they should start taking care of right away.
Right.
That should be done and taken care of right away. It shouldn't be something that you will wait where the country is collapsing. There's no money.
Yeah.
Then you say, "Oh, we got to cut down salary."
That
was just. I listened to that, and I don't know where the guy coming from.
But I understand.
And one thing that can really get to me is all the talking. Mm-hmm. This government got so much mouthpiece.
Right.
Everybody talking. Yeah. Everybody talking. Everybody got something to say. There was a minister who, I think a minister or someone guy that worked with the government who came out and said, people, those that are going out to go protest, they must tell their family people that they will not see them again.
Why is that?
Yeah, because he feel that something will happen. And the guy stays safe in a position. There's another guy that Yaga called back when I met the president. The guy called Yaga called a moron. Mm-hmm. He stays serving. Right. So this president is like everybody talking for the president. The president cannot talk. Everybody talking for him. So it's just we don't understand what's happening. If you can wait, the president serve in the Senate. Right. You serve in the House. Right. And all that money was coming in during the early time. Right. When people were struggling. Those are times they're supposed to talk. You say nothing. But from the beginning, when the president came, he said, we're going to cut down our I call it my salary. Yeah, down the legislature is supposed to follow. Right. They're supposed to see the need. They're supposed to work together. After 1 year, so where there's no money constraint, right now the budget is going to be recrafted. Right. They're recrafting the budget. Guess what? What? It's going to be low. Right. And guess what? They don't have money to pay people. They don't have the money. They don't have money. They say we see the need now. Right. For other. You killing me? Yeah. Oh my goodness. You know, let me tell you this, Prince. Liberian people, let me tell you how evil we are. We are very evil. I tell you this. You know Chris Coon? Chris Coon, the Democratic senator from Delaware. Chris Coon. Chris Coon was on the House. He's on the Senate Foreign Relations Committee. And when the Ebola struck in Liberia, Chris Coon came up and they were interviewing him on CNN. And Chris Coon said Liberia is a failed state. I was angry a little bit, but then caught myself. I said to myself, I said, why am I getting angry with a white guy who telling me that Liberia have collapsed? He said Liberia is so corrupt, it have collapsed. Liberia have collapsed. And it's true. When you have people who have no thinking faculty, you got people who don't think about other people. The vast majority of the people that are suffering. People have no means of supporting their children. People have no means of getting a cup of rice. And you're telling me you're running a government? If that is a government that to run my life, or as a government to live honor, then I don't want to be Liberian. Yeah. You understand? Yeah, so then I don't want to be Liberian, in as much as I love my country. Okay, so that's another thing. Another thing is that we're hearing, and we're fighting that too, is there's other companies. Okay. It's doing a nationwide tour. Okay. It's going from county to county. Right. Telling the people thank you for the election, and he committing himself that he's going to work tirelessly to impact the lives of the Liberians. Mm-hmm. And I think that's a nice thing to do. Look, that's a nice thing to do. I'm gonna tell you this. But Yeah, that's a nice thing to do.
I'm gonna tell you this, Mr. Anderson.
Yeah.
Mr. Anderson, no, let me tell you something.
Now the number, before you talk, the number is on the screen: 215-256-1785 and 215-201-7562. You got anything on your mind you want to talk? Call the number on the screen, and we're going to accept your call and have your say. And we also, if someone is coming, we are available for any programs or anything you have in the tri-state area. You call us up, we can come outside and carry that live for you. So thank you.
And again, since you on an announcement for a little bit, those of you that are listening to us tonight, the Ball Miner Association is having their convention coming up during the July 4th weekend in Maryland. So those of you that are hearing me, those of you from Ball Mines, please prepare yourself for the convention coming up. I talked to Benedict Phillip, who is the president, and Benedict Phillip was telling me that the convention is coming up. There are people. I think election will be held during that time. So obviously, if you want to run for any position in the organization, you can make it known, or please try to register and participate in the Ball Miners Association.
Okay, hello. Caller, your name and where you calling from?
My name is A.B. Cowett.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, I just want to contribute. I'm calling from Minnesota, Broken Park.
Okay,
yes.
Thank you.
I just want to contribute to what you guys just mentioned. I think you guys talk about a salary reduction.
Right.
I mean, yeah, it's true that, yeah, the point you guys just made is very genuine. That Akara's grade, probably maybe he didn't see what was going on during the 12 years that he couldn't make the suggestion. But I think, because when Lrtn was in power, I think Akara's grade was in opposition. So almost everything he talks about was like, probably against the government. And exactly, so they wanted to outstep Elaine and all that. So probably, yeah, he was making a whole lot of money. All right, so he didn't see that. But I think I would say it's the right time because they have the power right now, so they can do what they can do. So if a Congress can influence the representative and influence some top members of his party to be able to come to the table and say, look, let's do this, I think it's a good thing.
Okay.
I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of George Weah. By all means,
But brother, brother, let me just ask you one question.
Yeah, go ahead.
I think why you think Akara Gray couldn't start from his money in the bank to say all the money I have in the bank right now that I receive from the time I was member of this house will be brought back. Half of that money will be brought back to the Liberian people, and then we'll go from there.
Okay, let us be realistic. I can't go work for his money. He was paid, and so we should be realistic. He works for his money. That's in the past. But what I'm saying right now, I can't has influence within the CDC.
Okay.
I would say he's one of the top officials in the CDC. His voice cut across almost every part in CDC, so he has influence. So I think we should give him that support. We should give him the platform to be able to go to most of the guys that he know, because right now, like it will be a good thing. George Weah has very good influence on the House of Representatives. All right, so they're doing everything. They listen to him. They do everything. The House Speaker is in the pocket of George Weah. So now this is the best time we can just support them. You know what? When a council is bringing up this kind of suggestion, let us support him. Let us give him the tools. Go ahead and cut the salary. In the long run, it will benefit us. And you know what? I don't think they're just going to do it. I think they're going to put that into law. So if they put that into law, probably the face-to-face legislatures are going to come in. They'll have no power, to go back and reverse all of those decisions that we made.
Okay.
So that's a good thing.
So we should welcome that, right? That's what you're saying. It should be welcome. We should welcome that.
Yeah,
Yeah, Okay.
That's a very good step in the right direction.
Okay.
Because just imagine, this is where one of the problems has been, all right? The legislature takes almost 30% of the budget.
Brother.
30% of the budget. So if they can cut that money, let me tell you, it will help the country a whole lot. Even if George Weah is not in power, it will help the country a whole lot.
Okay.
So we're giving the support.
Okay. Thank you so much, brother.
Yeah.
Okay. So the brother from Minnesota is saying that we should welcome that. And yeah, obviously we're going to welcome that. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. But my thing is, even if they don't do it, you see Yaga Koloba? Yaga Koloba is being permanent because Yagas don't have, Yaga ran on independent, he was an independent candidate.
Right.
Yaga is not willing to get influence for a party or anything to win before he talk.
Right.
So Akawa Graydon were talking from the beginning.
Right.
These are things you're supposed to, that's my thing, you're supposed to start talking. When you see something is not right, whether you got to be able to voice it or so, it's a good thing.
It's the same thing.
Now the comments for them and they're doing that, that's good, that's fine. It's welcoming.
But the thing is, the caller have his opinion.
Of course.
But the thing there is this. Let me tell you something, Prince. One of the things that I will not agree to is the fact that people will come up and say all the platitudes about reducing their salary and this and that and the rest of it. Where have they been? When the country have collapsed, or the country is on the verge of collapse.
I don't know, because there's no money, so
okay.
Because most of
them get gas will be your false gas. You can't go to no gas. They're not getting nothing. But the thing there is this, Prince. When you look at Liberian people, when food is still in their pantry, they don't have time for nobody else.
Everything else is good.
Everything is good. Yeah. One of the things that is very hateful. 12 years, Ellen Johnson Sirleaf stayed in office. There is no running water. There is no electricity in Liberia. You call that a country? 12 years, these people stay in office, and they tell you there is no running water. There is no running water, no light, no nothing. Everybody on generator.
Yeah, call your name and where you calling from. Welcome to the show.
Samuel Stewart, I'm calling from California.
California, okay. Welcome to the Liberian Television Network.
Welcome to LRTN.
Yes. Welcome to the show. Hello.
Yeah. Hello.
Yeah.
I'm trying to listen a little bit about what you guys are talking. Talking about the reduction of salaries and everything that we as government is trying to do. Whosoever brought up the conversation about reducing salary.
Yeah.
Right.
All of these things sound very good. It is a good idea if they actually mean it. If they mean what they are saying, and they're going to go through with it, I say kudos to whosoever going to engineer their plans. But my problem with it is that where are they going to start? We said the salaries are they going to reduce? Are they going to start from George Weah himself? Are the people in the House and the Senate, are they going to reduce their salary? Because from what I understand, these people are making more money than senators in the United States.
Right.
Of America every year. And they are getting paid by a country that really don't have much money at all. Or if the country has money, you have a handful of people that are running the money and using it the way in which they feel they should use it, and tell other people that need the money or that there is no money money in the country, or there is no money here to do this or to do that. But every day there is a little quasi project here and there by the government to show that they are doing something. So we are building roads. We are building schools. But at the same time, they are out every day like they are campaigning for the next election.
Right.
And people are yelling and carrying on and beating drums and all of this. The campaign's over. It's time to run their country to the satisfaction of the Liberian people.
Right.
Instead of celebrating every day and criticizing those that are criticizing you for what you are doing.
Right.
You are already the chief. Once you're the chief, you are going to be criticized. If you don't want to be criticized, accept the criticism that are coming your way and improve on the things that you are supposed to do so that the people will stop criticizing you or criticizing your group or whatsoever it is.
Right.
I mean, so if they are going to do this honestly to cut down salaries of everybody across the board, I say if you're going to do it that way because the country has no money to pay anyone right now, fine. Whether you cut the salary or don't cut the salary, no one's going to get paid anyway.
Right.
And so, what I'm saying, as much as they talk about it, they are saying these things because they find themselves in a bind.
Right.
They don't have the money to give out. If I don't have money to pay my debt, and I go to the bank and tell the bank, give me 4 more days, I will pay you part of the money. When I don't have the money, I mean, my word means nothing to the bank. My word means nothing to me who trying to see this thing. And so I think it is kind of unfair to the Liberian people when anyone come up with a such idea, knowing the state of the economy and what's going on. It is not, I won't love to criticize or anything like that, but to really see the truth, if you want to cut salaries, down from the top, get those in the Senate, the House, the President, cut their salary. The civil servant.
Caller, let me ask.
Yeah, go ahead.
Let me ask you one question. How long did it take before George Weah declared his asset in Liberia?
I don't know, and I don't think he had.
The reason why I'm asking you the question is because they say if you don't know where a man take by, you know where he agrees. A true caller is right there. So you have the kind of systemic corruption in Liberia, where there is no check about it. They run Liberia. Liberia has been ran like a mafioso organization, like a mafia organization where people come in, the mafia boss get their hand out, because they've been doing good job, either going out there murdering people or vandalizing or doing wrong in the community. They have to come for their pay, and they go there. The mafia boss check his own money and put it in an envelope, give it to him. Check the other one and give it to him. Yeah, that's how they run in Liberia. So go ahead, Paula.
I understand that. I was born in Liberia. I grew up in Liberia.
But what country have you ever heard? What country have you ever heard that in the legislature they put has susu in the legislature? Real susu.
They have what?
Susu. Like susu.
Well, Alice Town.
They got like.
They used to call him. They used to call him King Kong, King Kong for corruption.
You see?
Hold on, caller. Hello, your name and where you calling from? Hello, caller. I got another call on the line. Your name and where you calling from? Okay, hold on 1 second. Okay, yeah. Go ahead, caller. The one I want on the line before. Go ahead.
I laugh because my mother used to do social with her friends when she used to sell oil and stuff in the market.
Yeah.
So that's why I laugh.
Okay.
But it is not a funny situation at all.
Right.
And my suggestion, and I will get off the line within about a minute. My suggestion would be that if they're going to do this, let it cut from the top. Leave the little guys that really not making much to live. Let their salary stay the same. You are not going to pay them anyway.
They have not taken pay for over 12 months.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. You're not going to pay them anyway, so why cut their salary? And I would suggest one thing. If these people really mean what they are talking about, all of these government officials that have bank accounts in America, in Europe, and everywhere else, let them declare those bank accounts. And secondly, these places that they hold, that they have bank accounts in these different countries, let the Liberian people that are in the diaspora and everywhere else, let us try to find a way to see if we can put freeze on these people's money that they have in these different banks across the world, and actually make sure that some of this money go back to Liberia.
It's not going to happen, my brother. Anything on it. That's a good thing, but it's not going to happen. Okay, it's not going to happen. Sorry for that, because I will tell you this. All the corruption and everything that's going on in Liberia. You see the president build a house, build his mansion, building houses, building theater. Nothing going to happen. Nothing going to happen. It's going to be the same. He's just going to stay there. He will get out. Probably the next person will come and continue the same process. The thing is, my buddy and I was talking the other day, and I was telling him, what your family. Your family, what you see out there, that's exactly what your family have. If you stay home with your family, and if your father is hardworking, he's very transparent, he's respectful, he got ethic, he got moral, whatever you have, he will instill it into you. So most of the things that you see happening in Liberia right now, we have to go back to family value, because this president is somebody who went outside, he sees everything, he knows everything, he accumulating wealth, he getting all these things. He said he had 85 million. The president is not even going to come out to justify anything to anybody to tell you, oh, the house that was my house, or I declare my house and so thing. The thing is, this is something that is part of us. It's the norm. People used to it. You come in, you take what you take, you pay your house, you put yourself together, and whatever left, you take it. Like that whole thing, husband, everything have done, nothing going to happen. So thank you for your contribution. Let's take the next caller on there. Yeah, what you call out your name and where you calling from? Oh, Kentucky, okay. Yeah, go ahead, my brother. Okay.
Well, caller, let me ask you, what you closer to the phone, or you far from the phone? Yeah, you're a little bit far from your phone.
Yeah,
you're far from your phone, so we're not hearing you correctly.
No. Yeah, you better now. Yeah.
Why getting and this comment from a man is that all the policy they do. So in the terrible why you're not making money, you get anything, they can throw people up. You have to pay the reason one person already big one to pay those who run one that 3 men to one telephone. Who resident in one or 2 billion, they don't be like that for salary. I don't think the salary will pay that. But you don't get to assassin or police. Work on your other policy, find way for them that you need to do a little thing around. Anybody that will bring the business is working. I never say only problem. I know you do business for yourself. That hassle of things is your working by yourself. You're working for yourself. Find them and find something for them to do. You can't even have a critical economic situation. You go see what they bring about 170. I don't know how much it is today now. Then you go record. The man making $10 cost me 25% on that $10 time. If you're kidding, then you want to certify someone. So my own thing, I ask you all the other things that I'm talking about. According to salary, use your workforce. That's who found me in one telephone or who found me in one office. Reduce it, how you manage, reduce it, and do other one compare to find job for them. Find job for them. Bring out a cylinder or room. Say, okay, everybody that here will give us a part of the part of the let's go on this week. But you never be somebody that needs some business for $10 and go up. And so other people, I think it's the best thing to say one course salary, people want to be someone, when you want to be a man who brought it. And the man is suggestion, the wife and how I feel about it.
Okay, let me ask you something. What do you think about the how you feel about the June 7th protest? Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So thank you very much, caller, and we hope you have a nice time in Kentucky there. All right. Okay,
right, ladies and gentlemen, if you're just joining us, you're listening to Lrtn here in the city of brotherly love and sisterly affection. And this is me and my man, Joe Anderson. Lrtn is growing. We want well in the community. We want to thank all of our listeners, those of you who stay up late tonight in Liberia watching us.
Thank you for watching. And we want to say, keep watching, follow us. And we're going to keep bringing you everything we can. We got some new team members that are going to be coming on here. Peace! So we want to say thank you very much for watching. And we're going to see you tomorrow. We got a packed show. We got anybody coming here tomorrow. And we will also have the lady who got the foundation in Liberia. I also want to be having the Council of Churches Secretary General. I'm trying to make contact with him. He'll be here tomorrow. We're going to have a packed show tomorrow, so keep watching, stay tuned, and follow us. If you have anything in the Philly area you want us to cover, it, just call and let us know. We'll be available for that. Thank you so much.
I want to thank my man Joe Anderson once again, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
It's Friday night.
Friday night, go on a party.
We're about to leave.
All right. Thank you so much for watching.
We're about to leave the scene. We're not leaving set, but we're not leaving you. Those of you who are watching us in Europe, we want to thank you for staying up late. And of course, I
forgot to say the man that is singing right now, D12 is going to be on here tomorrow.
Right, D12. I love you, brother.
So thank you and Flex. I know Flex are on here.
Yeah, Flex for watching.
Thank you for watching. Bye.